Hello, buddy, and welcome to a tropical update here. This is a wide view of the Atlantic right now. You can see in the Bay of Campeche, newly formed tropical depression 22L. Then we got post-tropical storm Sally over the Carolinas now. Then we also got the extratropical storm Paulette still turning in the Atlantic that has a decent, not a decent chance, but has a chance, I should say, of reforming into at least a tropical uh, cyclone here within the next few days or so as it drags on to the south in a few days. Then we also got Invest 99L on the top right of your screen there. Then in the middle part of your screen in the open Atlantic, we got Major Hurricane Teddy here, a Category 4 hurricane here, the second strongest hurricane of the season so far. And then we got Invest 98L on the bottom right of your screen. It has a lower chance of formation, but still moderate chance of formation. Then now we got post-tropical storm Vicky that recently uh, turned into a post-tropical storm not too long ago. First, to start off with, just a quick look at what used to be Hurricane Sally. Now, of course, a post-tropical storm now, with about 15-mile-per-hour winds here over the Carolinas here. So a really rapidly weakening storm here, and fortunately, not really going to be much of a threat for the Carolinas here for the most part here. And then here's a look at the biggest threat to the United States at this point in time now. Tropical Depression 22 here. Um, this is a current look at what the National Hurricane Center currently think Tropical Depression 22 will be doing here. And of course, if it does get named Tropical Depression 22, it'll be given the name Wilfred, which is the last name on the 2020 Atlantic Hurricane Season naming list before we head into the Greek alphabet. When we start over in Alpha and Beta and so on and so forth from the Greek alphabet, all the way till the season ends here. And if this storm does form before October 5th, which, it's pretty much, it's almost a given that it will. Looking at this forecast track here, it'll beat the previous record of the earliest formation date for the W named storm, which was set when, of course, Hurricane Wilma formed on October 17th, 2005. So it would be another record-breaking system in its own right here when it does become a named system. And again, if it does get named, it'll be given the name Wilfred here, and it's for Tropical Depression 22L is forecast to peak as a 75-mile-per-hour Category 1 hurricane as it slowly veers to the west, and then at the end of that the forecast period there also starts to veer more to the northwest here, and poses a threat to the Texas coastline here in terms of rainfall. Um, would probably be the biggest threat with this storm, with given its slow movement that it's forecast. Here's a look at Tropical Depression 22L right now. You can see just how it currently looks like. Recon went into the storm and found out that it was indeed a tropical depression here. Not, of course, the most well-developed tropical depression, but still a tropical depression nonetheless here, and still a storm to take seriously here as the situation progresses on. Again, forecast to peak as a 75 mile per hour Category 1 hurricane here, and the key thing to know is that this is an early track here, and this is a really uncertain track as well here too. So don't just look at this one track and take it as gospel here, and I don't 100% do this track here. The storm could easily shift more to the north, more to the south, more to the east, more to the west, etc., and so forth. And also, the same goes with intensity-wise too. It could be, the exact intensity that the National Hurricane Center forecast here, or it could be a little bit higher in terms of the intensity forecast, or a little bit weaker in terms of the intensity forecast. So just keep an eye on this storm here for those of you along the Mexico, Texas, and even Louisiana coastlines here as the situation progresses and we get a better grasp of what exactly the storm is going to do in terms of track-wise and intensity-wise here throughout the next coming days and hours. And then here's a look at Hurricane Teddy here, a 140 mile per hour Category 4 hurricane. The center is currently located at 20.9 degrees north, 54.7 degrees west, moving to the northwest at 12 miles per hour. And Hurricane Teddy does, unfortunately, seemingly pose another threat to the island of Bermuda here. Fortunately, it looks like, for the most part, the center line of the cone, at least, is not directly over the island of Bermuda, but there's still, regardless, in the cone of uncertainty here. So, like I said, with Tropical Depression 22L, the storm track could easily shift more east or more west here, more north or more south here, and of course the intensity forecast is really um, kind of up in the air still by this point in time, this many days out. So just keep an eye on this. For those of you guys in Bermuda, please keep an eye on this, and also for those of you guys in Atlantic Canada here, please keep an eye on this because this could still be a, even though maybe it should likely be a way weaker storm than it is right now. By the time it makes it up there, it's still perhaps be a significant storm for you guys here later on down the line. And of course, just keep an eye on the forecast coming over the next coming days here, and we'll get a better and better grasp of where the storm will eventually end up here. So those of you guys in Atlantic Canada, just be aware of this storm, be on the lookout. Don't necessarily panic here, but just be on the lookout that it's a possible threat for you guys over there. And here's a current look at Major Hurricane Teddy right now, and you can see just how well developed the storm has gotten here within the past 24 hours here since my last update. And you can just see that big burst of convection to the west of the center there, the center of circulation, and just a well-defined CDO here, the central dense overcast here in the eye, popping out for a second there before it got clouded out again. But now in the last two frames, it appears that the eye is trying to make a comeback here. So it'll be remain to be seen if it tries to intensify more, if it's peaked out in terms of intensity. The National Hurricane Center believe that Teddy will slightly increase in intensity to 145-mile-per-hour Category 4 hurricane before eventually gradually weakening as it approaches the island of Bermuda here, perhaps either making a landfall or coming close to the island of Bermuda. And again, this is a textbook Category 4 hurricane here, um, Hurricane Teddy. And this is again the second strongest storm of the season so far. Of course, the strongest would be Hurricane Laura, not too long ago in late August, and this will be the second strongest storm if it doesn't intensify any more than about 150 miles per hour or so. So this is our second Category 4 hurricane of the season so far. Quickly, I want to mention post-tropical cyclone Vicky. Vicky turned into a post-tropical cyclone not too long ago, about 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time today. Again, like I said in the last update, fortunately is out to sea, so it poses really only a threat to any boaters and marine interests along the immediate area of this storm here. And you can see it's the reason why the National Hurricane Center degraded this to a post-tropical storm here. Just look at it. You can barely even see where the actual storm is here. And all this fear that you see heading into the storm was all coming from the outflow of Major Hurricane Teddy here in the northeastern quadrant here. The outflow there, the outflow is ramming into what used to be Tropical Storm Vicky here, and that's what fortunately led up to its weakening here and its demise here. And then also I wanted to quickly mention Tropical Storm Noelle in the West Pacific right now. This is a current look at the forecast coming from it. The storm is currently a 45-knot tropical storm, forecast to make landfall over Vietnam really soon here. And 45 knots is about 50 miles per hour, so a moderately strong tropical storm here. Again, forecast to make landfall over Vietnam here, not too far away from time here. You can see how the storms look like on infrared imagery here. You can see that really deep convection firing off just to the west of the actual center of circulation here. The system is being sheared a little bit here, so that's why the convection is a little offset here, but still remarkable to see just how deep that convection is over negative 80 degrees Celsius cloud tops in that tropical storm, of course, Tropical Storm Noelle here. And here's a look at the wide view of the Atlantic here on a 5-day graphical tropical outlook. You could, of course, see post-tropical, the remnants of what used to be Hurricane Sally here. I think this is actually an old one, an old update here, and we try to update it again. Oh, it looks like it's up to date now. Maximum sustained winds are at 25 miles per hour, with minimum central pressure of 1,004 millibars, wind northeast at 15 miles per hour, and like I said, fortunately not going to be much of an issue. Shouldn't be much of an issue, I should say, for the Carolinas here, as it's going to be a weakening system. Then, of course, there's Teddy and there's Vicky. Then there's disturbance number 1 here, has a 40% chance of formation throughout the next 48 hours, and the next 5 days, a median 50% chance of formation. And this disturbance, of course, is the designated Invest 98L here. And then to the far top right of your screen here, disturbance number 2 has a 30% chance of formation throughout the next 48 hours and 5 days as well, respectively. And that's pretty much going to be about it for this tropical update here. So hope you guys enjoyed this little short tropical update here. Key takeaways from this update here: Bermuda and Atlantic Canada need to be watching Hurricane Teddy closely here as the storm draws near to those areas of the world here. And then for those of you guys in the Gulf Coast, especially in the western Gulf of Mexico here and the western Gulf Coast, need to be closely monitoring Tropical Depression 22L here over the next coming days and hours here as this situation progresses here with time. So hope everybody has a great day in that regard. Stay safe, of course. Remember to always look at your official National Weather Service and National Hurricane Center for the latest info on these storms here. So just type up for the National Hurricane Center, just type up nhc.noaa.gov, or just type up NHC or just NHC Hurricane, and you'll know you're on the correct page when you see all this good life-saving crucial information right in front of your screen here. And that's when you know you're on the correct site here. And quickly here, I just wanted to mention also the key messages for Hurricane Teddy here. Of course, you can stop the video right now and read this if you want to. And then here's also the Spanish version of that for Hurricane Teddy. This is the update before this, but I'm sure it's roughly the same, give or take here, in terms of impacts there. And then for National Hurricane Center, just type up weather.gov, or just type up nws.gov, or just type up NWS, and it'll probably be the first search result. And of course, you'll know you're on the correct page when you see all this crucial life-saving information right in front of your screen here. So, like I said earlier, this is pretty much going to be about it for me. Hope everybody has a great day in Guitar. Stay safe, of course. Remember to listen to your local officials like the National Hurricane Center, National Weather Service, and if your local officials tell you to hunker down or evacuate, listen to them. Um, we're, of course, pretty much in the heat of this hurricane season here, so remember to be prepared here as the season progresses here for any possible threats for your area. So, again, that's going to be about it for me. So, hope everybody has a great day and night. Wherever you guys are, stay safe, of course. Till then, see you guys in the next video. Peace.